Merhabalar. Şimdi Slovakya'da geliştirilen bir makineyi size tanıtmak istiyorum. İsmi Agrokruhi. Slovakya'da aslında küçük aile işletmeleri için geliştirilmiş bir araç. Birazdan da mülakatta sorularımı yönlendiriyor olacağım. İyi seyirler dilerim.
Another our back and with only one type of crop, for example some corn, soybeans and stuff like this, and there is no diversity and it's like destroying the soil at its basin.
Şimdi diyor ki hocam eğer düz ekseydik diyor buradan bir saat böyle giderdin, bir saat de öyle giderdin. Şimdi bunu böyle yuvarlak gittiğinde şu arada üçgenler kalıyor ya şu bölümde. Oraları boş bırakabilirsin ya da yani
yani orada
güzel olur. Evet işte
He's saying that we can grow 50 different crops, vegetable crops on the field.
What is the most advanced part of this machinery?
Well, we are saying that there is more than one, definitely. One is that it saves 70% of physical work. The second one, and I think that is the hugest one and the biggest one, it saves the soil because it doesn't compact the soil. You don't use heavy tractor, heavy machinery.
Yeah.
And when you compare a tractor, how much energy it spends to work on a 1 square meter, it's 4 times more than consumption of energy of this machine. So this is really cheap machine. It's really easy to maintain. It's really easy to transport and stuff like this.
Can we say that it increases the productivity and at the same time it decreases the amount of inputs you use?
Oh, definitely, because for example, when we started our farm, or he started his farm 10 years ago, 12 years ago, the soil was really compacted. So the amount of electricity you use was much higher than now because the soil is much easy to work on it. First, after 10 years or 6 years, he achieved that the biodiversity and microbiome on the soil significantly growed. So the yield you achieve at the end of the year is higher and higher.
Okay, and it increased the soil carbon also during the last decade.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
this is very important.
Yes. Yes.
Ono možno by bolo treba povedať špecifika Slovenska, kvôli čomu ten systém vzniká.
Mr. Shinsky is saying that because this machine he is involving for more than 25 years.
Okay.
And he started from the scrap, some small iron, and he was putting it together. And he's saying that it's really important to understand the significance of agriculture in Slovakia. A couple of years ago, there were so many small farmers in Slovakia, and they were producing for local production and for local consumption. Now it's a little bit different. We have 6, 7, or 8 big, huge companies who are it's same in whole Europe, in Italy, in Turkey, it's the same. So he was saying, he was trying to make a system which could help local farmers, family farmers, on a very small, small area to grow a lot of vegetable, and the system is built on 15 circles, which supposed to grow, have a yield for 60 up to 70 families. So it is not just about growing vegetable. The circle is like combining people all together.
Okay.
So let's say that 70 families will give 1,000 euro to build such a thing, and they find 1 or 2 farmers to do it. They can grow vegetable for themselves throughout the whole year. But you must understand, this system doesn't use a gram or milligram of any chemical, no chemical at all, and it is mostly and especially seasonal vegetable. So for example, in Slovakia you have only 1 crop per year. Maybe or I know that in India, they can, in southern India, they can have 2 or 3 crops during yields during the year. So I don't know how it is in Italy or in Turkey, but definitely you have a much better climate for it than we have. In Slovakia, we have only 2 or 3 main parts where you can grow vegetable in southern Slovakia, southern part of Slovakia, and this eastern southern part of Slovakia where we are right now. The rest of the Slovakia is really hilly. It's really cold, windy, and stuff like this. So.
And also, can I ask one more question? I think I understand that it is less affordable for family farms just for one unit, and I think it is very important to act together by a few farmers, right? As a collective farming would be more affordable. Is it right?
Yes. Let's say the main purpose was to build a farm which can make money for a farmer family.
Yeah.
So 2 men and 1 woman or 2 women, you know, like 2 adults and 2 children. And he was calculating the optimal size of it. So he made the one circle supposed to be in diameter of 36 meters.
36 meters, okay.
15 circles, so you can still exchange the crops on different yield or circles to maintain the crop rotation. And this was like the ideal size. If you want to make it bigger, we don't know if it is possible because the technical parameters, but we also invented or built a smaller one. So for example, you don't want to have such a big farm, you want to have a little bit smaller, you can have a small, so you can have a 6 meters long or 10 meters long, stuff like this.
And in each circle, a different seed could be planted, is this right?
Or different type of seeds. For example, I will ask him for correct answer. Keď napríklad do jednoho kruhu, koľko plodín vieš nasadiť?
Tým, že sme komunitný systém, tak podľa požiadaviek mojich odberateľov spravujem osobný postup. A v rámci jedného kruhu z jednej čelade rozličné druhy.
Dobre, a čelade koľko môžeš, keď povedzme, aké napríklad konkrétne, lebo neviem, ak sa povie čelať?
Zmiešaná kultúra, ktorá je overená. Mrkva s cibuľou.
Okay.
Kapusta so zelerom. Apium graveolense po latinsky.
Onu dikebiliyorum.
Ama öyleymiş zaten değil mi?
Yes.
So usually, because it is a like community project,
Yeah.
he usually prepared the crop according the needs of community. But for example, on one cycle you can put vegetable from one
group or from one family?
From one family.
Okay.
He's saying, for example, carrot with onion, for example. And you can put a vieš, takže dáš tú mrkvu a tú cibulku.
Žádný problém. Jediný problém je, že keď je zmiešaná kultúra, tá organizácia je to zložitejšia.
He's saying that if you put many crops together, it's organic, or it is much more difficult to organize how to work on a field, you know, because if you have only one crop, it's much easier to set the machine for one crop.
Stále ten odberateľ zeleniny, on určuje, čo pre neho mám pestovať.
So the main principle was that the consumer is saying what kind of vegetable do you want to have, and then he's putting it on the field according to what the consumer wants to.
The machine does everything, right? Digging, planting, and irrigation. Everything.
Yes.
And also, do you know permaculture?
Yes.
Permaculture. And this is a kind of permacultural machinery. Can we say that?
Je to ako permakultúra?
Slovenská asociácia permakultúry dala mne, jak autorovi, ako cenu za prínos pre rozvoj permakultúry.
Slovak Permaculture Association took their head of
Okay.
front of him because he is doing permaculture stuff.
Perfect.
But this is a little bit different, you know, because permaculture, and he's saying this is like romantic way of growing vegetable, you know,
Okay.
because many people are coming to him saying that we are permaculturists,
Okay.
and when they take these hand tools or shovels or something like, after 2 or 3 hours they are like, okay, enough permaculture, enough peace. Let's make or keep the machine to make the work.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? When